Hello everyone. It's 11:14 p.m. Well, I have the I guess a little idea, small idea of my royalties from my first 3 months of my Amazon uh ebooks. So it looks like I'm supposed to be, wow, my Tourette's must be kicking it. I mean, cuz my eyes are blinking the same way for my Tourette's. But earlier, my left eye, like right by my eyelids right here, was twitching a whole lot earlier. So, I'm hoping I can sleep good tonight. And I'm feeling very sleepy tonight. And, I guess all my supportive subscribers must have been busy this evening. I understand, but it looks like either nobody liked my short stories, the 3 short stories that I did in the previous video. It's either that nobody liked them, except maybe one person, or it was a whole bunch of perps that, at least 6 thumbs down just to be evil and mean. So that made me feel highly discouraged because those are like more like the warm-ups and precursors to the big fiction book that I'm planning to work on. Made me almost want to feel discouraged and want to give up, or make it feel like as if I'm a fool. Made me feel very much like a fool or a dummy. So I don't know, I'm trying to not give up and trying to not be discouraged. So because I read 3 of them. So I don't know, some people would say stay positive and don't feel discouraged and keep on going. You know, so the fact that it's January 20th still, and then excuse me, it's January 20th, and what was I oh yeah, it is January 20th, and my first book was published, I think it was November 11th or 12th, and I think I probably got the most sales on that. But reading the data and I guess analytics and everything like that, um, it looks like people who already had like the Amazon, well, what is that called? Kindle Unlimited. It seems like, I guess when people download from Kindle Unlimited, I guess I don't make any sales off of that. But it seems like a lot of people downloaded it for free, or just read it with their Kindle Unlimited. But I mean, even with that, it's like you know, I'm surprised that more people took interest in it than I expected. But even though I didn't make much, I try to not be discouraged about that too. I mean, because I don't know yet, because I think they said around January 29th, I'm supposed to get my first set of royalties. So the ones who kept their word on promising that they would buy my books and support me, even though I offered them for free as well. Thanks for the support. And it wasn't many people, but thanks for the support. I love y'all. So I mean, I'm just trying to do best as I can, with this mission that I have. I mean, it's something productive that I can do, and something that I can be my own boss and work when I want to. But as I said in one of the more previous videos, that performance anxiety, and also now, excuse me, performance anxiety and sleep deprivation, um, pretty much are holding me back from being more effective and doing better. I mean, when I do my videos talking, not writing, but my videos talking about, my personal situation, my targeting experiences and stuff like that. If I may sound incoherent and off topic because of my sleep deprivation, severe sleep deprivation issues. And then they say that's one of the goals, to keep the targeted individual to be barely functioning. And even in 2000, one of those years, 2009, I think it was, with that abusive landlord in Denton, Texas. He was a scam lord or a slum lord, and he you know try to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you out of your lease because you don't seem to be functioning very well. What the fuck does a damn landlord who barely sees me, what does he know about my mental health situation? Gang stalking. And he was a bitch from day one. A narcissistic abuser. They're vibrating my both of my feet right now. It seems almost like they're vibrating my whole body. So I mean, I took a very small nap earlier this evening. Dozed off and didn't realize it. And then well, for dinner I had the packaged salmon with cheese on flour tortilla, and made like a cheese and salmon quesadilla. I had two of them for dinner. And today I forgot to eat fruits and vegetables, but I drank some of the black cherry juice. Not the tart cherry, but the black cherry, but I have the tart cherry as well. So I forgot all about eating some fruit and vegetables that I have in a little mini fridge. But one of the things of vegetables that I have is mixed root vegetables. And it looks like there's no microwave option. I should have realized that before I bought it. But I don't think it would do any hurt for me to microwave it. Um, so I miss home cooked food and food on a stove. And I have this fear that, constantly microwaving almost every meal, I have a feeling that it's probably doing some harm to my body. But I researched and read that toaster ovens are no better because of the idea of electric cooking rather than, cooking via fire and, a gas stove or something like that. But I miss cooking, and I pretty much miss, I wish I would have known then what I know now. And all that cooking experimentation I did in Los Angeles, I wish I would have, I wish I could have and would have, I did write down a few of the recipes, but I don't know if I still have them written down. And me trying to make my own uh, natural health breads, and, more like what kind of bread? Like, say, for example, um, I'm trying to figure out what flour that was that I used. Can't think of what flour it was that I used. And I think I remember it came from Arrowhead Mills, and it was good. Barley flour, yeah. So I made a barley flour bread or cake or whatever. It was more like a bread, and I nearly lost my own mind. But I remember doing stuff like baking a sweet potato pie with coconut oil and I think it was a mixture of pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds on top covering it. And then I think I did another one with another recipe with pecans on top, like pecans on top of sweet potato pie. Now that was really good. And one time they had, I haven't heard of purple sweet potatoes until I got to LA. I love those things. I love purple sweet potatoes, and I also love taro, Taro. So I didn't get to make taro, but I've had it quite a bit of times before, taro flavored drinks, yogurt, and stuff like that. Um, like from the frozen yogurt place called Yogurt Land. It's my favorite. So um, I've made purple sweet potato pie as well. I love doing that. And I've tried my own my own homemade soups and casseroles. I mean, I would like, damn. I'm thinking, why didn't I think to I didn't know that anyone can publish and make money on Amazon Kindle. So I'm wondering now. I mean, I don't want to sound too pessimistic, but I'm wondering if the perps who already had uh Amazon Kindle Unlimited, I'm wondering if they were the ones took advantage of reading my stuff for free and probably mocking and laughing about it. But I didn't realize that a lot of people had well, it was under 50, but I was surprised at certain books that got read and downloaded and stuff. So I mean, I'm struggling and trying to just do things on my own. And then people, when I try to be independent and do things on my own, people think that I'm crazy and delusional and incoherent and can't do that. Now I always have to be controlled by somebody else. So um, they think I'm crazy and insane by refusing to want to be controlled by others. But guess who else didn't like to be controlled by others? Tupac. I heard Tupac didn't like to be controlled. So um, I just feel like I'd rather stay away from you if I have a problem with you, because I don't like if somebody does something annoying to me, and if I gotta try to ask them to stop. But I know it's purpose and they're doing it on purpose. But that's why I don't like living with people, because if they want to have a TV in their house, it ain't my place for me to tell them, turn your TV off or something like that. So that's why I don't like living. One of the reasons why I don't like living with people. Um, so I mean, maybe I should just continue to write more and try to not get discouraged. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but I appreciate the support so much, because even if I'm surprised it was more than one person, but thanks for the support. And I mean, it really touched me to have people from Germany and France to buy my books, even if it was just one person. From like, just like with my blogs, I was surprised at the people from other countries when I had the blog up, and I probably should have never taken it down. But oh well, what's done is done. Um, But I'm surprised to have people from, you know, I don't remember exactly what countries, but a few people from countries I never heard of, like with the statistics of my blog and everything like that, and me look at it. For example, somebody probably from Denmark or Bulgaria or something like, wow, like, so I mean, and when you really think nobody's reading your blog, you know, but that's what the way the narcissistic abusers and gang stalking perps and the fake TI perps want it to seem like, as if nobody's worried about me, nobody likes me, nobody's supposed to be worried about me or like me. I'm not supposed to have any supportive friends or support system or anything like that. And it's just, I'm trying to you know train my mind to think differently from feeling easily offended and hurt, and me trying to think positive, and me trying to feel more motivated. um but I know I won't be a large success or anything like that, but I know that people handpick who to love and care about in this world. The idea that I'm not supposed to have anybody to love or care about me. And I don't know. It's like, I guess I'll keep doing you. I was gonna quit YouTube and everything too, being frustrated because nobody will listen to me. But the way that everybody huddled together on and was ignoring me about my blogs and everything, me not getting that much blog traffic or anything like that, and everybody huddling together and ignoring me, made me feel very discouraged. And I'm like, well, wow, these people don't even know me. Why are they ignoring me? So it's like there's that popular, famous clique and on Twitter with the right so-called writing community. The popular, famous writers and the ones who sold out and getting the most attention. You know, but I had to be forced to make peace with myself and be content with you know that I never be one of them, popular or famous or anything. But the idea of popularity and fame will cost you your soul, and I don't want to do that. So I guess I have to just you, you know just continue to you know just continue doing what I'm doing, and have to just deal with still being living in poverty and homelessness and hardly getting any sales. At least I'll still have my soul. you know at least I'll still have my soul, but they already lost theirs. I mean, and even on Facebook and Twitter, the narcissistic abuse victim community, they act like the fake TI perps, the popular fakes, in the narcissism victim community. So, and then they pretend to be narcissistic victims, but then when another victim talks about their victimization, they blame the victim, and then everybody agrees with them, mobs together, and uh, you know agrees with them blaming the victim. You know, so I mean, they have some dirty, rude, abusive, and mean people in the so-called narcissistic abuse community, and the writing community. I mean, the people in that so-called community pretty much mean enough to make me not want to be a writer anymore, almost. But they might be perps, I don't know, or just mean people. So I just have to do this by myself. And at 37 years old with a college degree, I'm too old. I thought I was too old to be chasing popularity and fame, and which I don't want to do that. I just would like to share my experiences and my artwork, my writings with other people. Um, I just want to share my writings and expressions with other people, hoping that they will listen. But I just hate this feeling of the idea that you know, the mentality from people that I deserve to be hated, punished, and ignored, and judged, and condemned, and shunned. The only time people want to pay any attention to me is when they're perping me or abusing me, or if they want to condemn me for doing, ostracize me for something that they feel is wrong. But then you have a whole mob of people ostracizing me for doing something, and you do it too. But then I mean, you have them condemning me, and you condemn me too. But then you do the same thing that you had everybody else ostracize and condemn me for and shun me for. So you know, when I was a child and a teenager, I mean, I was more focused on being a want focused on wanting to be a doctor, but at the same time, always dreamed to be a writer. Like I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a writer. I also wanted to be an Olympic swimmer or a scuba diver, something with the water, because I love swimming and stuff. Haven't got to go swimming in almost a year. Has it been that long? No, I think probably this past August. I think I probably got in the water one time and once or twice and swam at the beach. But other than that, it's been a long time since I got to go swimming. So yeah, I think ever since third grade or something, I wrote a fiction story. I was in probably third, fourth, or fifth grade. No, I don't think I was in third grade. I could have been in fifth grade, 10 years old in fifth grade, and I wrote a short story called "The Bad Cat." And I don't even remember what the story was, but it was about a cat, a cat being bad. I was a kid, so I probably was in fifth grade, not third grade. 10 years old in fifth grade. That's what it was. And the foster mom would tell people, yeah, because Candy writes prose, and Brandy does her poetry and her music and everything like that. But if I were to write a short story and then show the foster mom, she would get mad and shun me about sounding silly. But then my twin sister, whatever poetry or music, all of society would praise her and glorify her as multi-talented and everything like that. But that's was they were trying to create division between us on purpose. Very wicked. It's wicked to manipulate kids into siblings or twins or whatever into arguing and fussing and not getting along, and deliberately choosing favoritism and trying to cause jealousy. I think that what they did was witchcraft. I don't care if you judge me or condemn me for saying that, but it's true. So um well, my phone nearly slipped out my hand. So I have not really much gone outside that much. I've been having the desire to want to go take walks and stuff like that. Um, but because I know it's not good for me to just stay sedentary and locked up in here all the time because of fear of being, gang stalked or fear of being harmed in some kind of way. People out here, they're crazy. Plus, me trying to get respite and a rest for as much as I can until I have to leave and go back on the streets, next week. So I have to prepare to be comfortable with prepare to get comfortable with being uncomfortable all over again. And it sounds like, everybody was talking about the stimulus checks. Now that Biden got sworn in today, now this, like everybody's like crickets about the stimulus check. So there was really not much of a mention, but before he got in office, he lied just to get in office, made false promises to get the stimulus checks rushed out this week. But people are saying that Congress has to approve of it first. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I thought we were supposed to get the checks this week. But what the hell am I gonna do with my measly little $25 royalties? That it took me 3 months to get. So I mean, the perps and the fake TI perps have exploited and took advantage of me being nice and wanting to, just share my books for free. And also, me charging not that much money for my books. And then, I can see the narcissistic perps laughing and saying I'm delusional and crazy. Look at this girl. She really thinks she an author. Ha 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 ha. And she don't even know how to write a book. And how they but how the hell you one person I went to school with years later, he said, how you gonna hate on somebody who, less successful than you? And some homeless targeted individuals wonder how the hell are the rich perps gang stalking them? Like why the hell does a rich perp need to stalk a poor homeless person? It's for your soul. And I'm not giving up my soul. So I mean, if I had to give up my soul, then I would just rather stay non-popular, you know. But at least I'm doing honest work the honest way. Um, I'm not cheating, lying, stealing, or defrauding. My nose was itchy because looked like seemed like dandruff peeling off my nose. But but I just wish I had more supportive people. I say that all the time. But nowadays, it's like people are very funny nowadays. People are so funny, make you rather be by yourself. Um, so I gotta go now because they're warning me. I love y'all and bye.